Thank you for choosing our Patio Heat channel. I'm Steve. We provide tips and information to extend the enjoyment of your patio project. Our videos give you a knowledgeable overview prior to investing in your outdoor heating equipment. Whether you are a professional or owner-builder, we provide specific details for optimum heat coverage for your application. Post a comment or question, or for developed visual designs, send your request into designs@patioheat.com. We're here to work with you. For over 30 years, patio heating is the bedrock of our business, expressing what works best. Now let's get heating. Okay, so here we have this residential application, and let's go ahead and look at the overall dimensions that I have. Now, the overall dimensions that I have are not going to be 100% accurate in the fact that I'm not sure if the true space that they had mentioned is based off of, the inside edge here to the inside edge here, or over here to over here. But you can see that what I have here is 18 feet from this point right here all the way to this point over here. Back here I have it at 20 feet from this edge here to over here. So that could be a little slight difference, but it shouldn't make a big deal as far as the placement of the units. I do have this section from here to the inside edge here at 9 feet. Now, if it's from this point here to this point here at 9 feet, that might be a little bit of an issue that we are going to have to deal with. You can see I have it at 10'6" right now. So from here to the outside edge here is 10 feet 6 inches. I have a ceiling height of 10 feet, and you can see that you might have noticed I've removed some lights and placed in some recessed lights up here, as well as a fan. And at this point we're not certain about where the lights will be, but I would assume that the fan itself will be centered. Now, when I say centered, I have it centered within this span right here. From here to here is the center point of the fan, and the lights are also fixed off of that same center point. So we'll have to take a look at what might work for this application. First of all, I'm going to show what they had received before, which was to place 2 of the CD5224 units in the patio. Now, the display that I had seen, or PDF I had seen, showed these as being a little bit wider, I think. These here, the 5200s, are 4 feet long from this point here to this point here. And I would say that that would be more accurate for this actual application if you were to place the heaters the way I have them right now. Now you can see that the distance I have apart from each other, and I'll go ahead and just grab a measurement here real quick, from center point to center point, and we have that at as you can see, 9 feet 1/4 inch, but it's actually 9 feet. I'm off a little bit on that one, but 9 feet center to center. And what we need to do is make sure that we are meeting clearances to combustibles. Now, I'm not sure what the true diameter of this fan is, but the placement of the units itself would be very good for the actual dining space that they have here. Now, if you were to use a shorter unit mounted at 10 feet off the finished floor, the intensity may not be accurate enough for the outer edge seating, because it's not going to go as wide as the CD5224 model. And this is why I also would recommend this particular unit in this application for the spaces that I showed. So it might be that you need to move these lights slightly, maybe in towards, closer to the fan itself, so you have more light in the center point, or you might have to move them a little bit further to the right and to the left over here, so that there's no shadow that hits the heater itself and puts a shadow onto the actual table itself. So that's one application. Now, another application, and probably my more favorite, would be the same type of heater, a 5224, but it would be something that possibly is flush mounted. Now, the one issue that I don't know is where the true ceiling joist directions truly go. If they go in this direction here, then this would work just fine. And like I said, I think it would look much better. So let's go ahead and look at what that might be. So these are going to be 2 of the 5200 watt flush mounted units. Now you can see that where I have the ceiling joists, and I'm going to go ahead and turn off the clearance here as well as the ray for a moment. But where I have the units themselves, not knowing where the true ceiling joists are, that might be an issue. So these are in the same location as they were for the ceiling mounted units, like right here. But it might be that they can't fit up here, not knowing what these ceiling joists are, where they truly are. But I think it looks a lot nicer visually. And let's go ahead and turn this back on. So all you're seeing is the flush mount here, and I don't have this cleaned up here inside here yet with the ceiling itself, because I'm not sure exactly where we can actually place those. But the visual part of this would look very, very nice in my opinion. Let's go ahead and turn that ray back on, and you can see that the heaters would look very nice. And obviously we'd have to move those lights there, probably, like I said, more towards the center point if you were to place them in this position. But they are at the same distance as the others I had mentioned already. And this would be a very, very nice application if you were to do something like this. But yeah, I think this is pretty much about it. If we can get more detailed information about diameter of the fan, as well as where our true measurements should be, something more like is this really 20 feet here and 18 feet on the inside edge here to here, and is it truly 9 feet distance from this inside edge to the inside edge of this portion here of the wall or post here. And another thing too, just to mention, I have these at 18 inches from the top here down, and that could be something that's different. And if we were to place a heater on the edge or the ceiling pointed towards the inside edge, that might be another issue with regards to coverage as well as clearances. So all that information is very helpful if we want to rearrange the position of the heaters themselves. So, all right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve, and please tap that like button if you find this video useful. We don't advertise, not monetize. YouTube does not support our channel unless we receive a thumbs up from our viewers, and that helps you as well as others find our channel, and we're here to help. So thank you very much. Have an excellent day.